What is snapping, Collector Cultist? Collector Tyrant here again today with another Funko Pop review. Today we have the God of War Kratos Funko Pop to talk about today. This one's an oldie but a goldie. Came out quite a while back, but I have it in my collection and I thought I'd do a review on it because I actually like this franchise. So you guys want to sit back, relax? We're going to get right into that right now. Alright guys, so we do have one Funko Pop today. We do have a For Those Who Don't Know segment coming up. For those who don't know about that segment, I usually make a segment on the Funko Pop I'm talking about. Usually if it's the first series of the Funko Pop, just so people who like Funko Pops watch these videos and they don't understand about the franchise, they get a bit of a back history on it. They can sort of understand what I'm talking about when I'm doing the Funko Pop review. Also guys, I know I haven't been doing any new stuff lately. As I guys, money comes into play here, but I should be doing something new, a new set, a recent set for next week. So yeah guys, hopefully you do enjoy this video. Alright guys, so we're just about to start the For Those Who Don't Know segment. If you want to skip ahead, you can. I'll leave a timestamp down the bottom, or you can just watch it if you wish. Alright, so let's get into it. God of War is a third-person action-adventure hack-and-slash video game that was released on March 22nd, 2005. As a player, you play as the protagonist, Kratos, a Spartan captain. Kratos is the bastard son of Zeus, who goes on to lead a large Spartan army. After a successful career in the military, Kratos and his army meets their match against a powerful barbarian army. Kratos, seeing his fate, makes a pact with Ares, the god of war, to spare his men and gain victory over a barbarian king.
Ares! Destroy my enemies, and my life is yours.
Ares agrees to the pact, and Kratos is bound to the Blades of Chaos, two large blades linked by chains to the hands of Kratos.
Forged in the foulest depths of Hades. Once attached, the chains remained so, chained and seared to the flesh, a part of the bearer's body, a permanent reminder of Kratos' pledge.
Kratos continues to slay in the name of Ares, eventually leading an attack on a village. Unknown to Kratos, Ares transports Kratos' family to a temple in the village, the same village being raised by Kratos' army.
They've built this temple to offer prayers to Athena! This entire village stands as an affront to Lord Ares! Burn this village! Burn it to the ground!
Blood drunk, Kratos storms into the temple, slaying all in his path, and accidentally kills his wife and daughter.
A cruel trick orchestrated by the god of war.
My wife, my child, how? They were left in Sparta.
You are becoming all I'd hoped you'd be, Kratos. Now, with your wife and child dead, nothing will hold you back. You'll become even stronger. You will become death itself.
Kratos then discards his pact with Ares, and vows to murder the god of war in revenge.
And with that curse, all would know him for the beast he had become. His skin white with the ash of his dead family. The ghost of Sparta had been born.
Ares, you will die for what you did that night.
As the game progresses, Kratos learns of a mythical artifact that can destroy Ares, the Pandora's box, and must embark on a quest to find it.
Kratos, your quest is at an end. You are the first mortal to ever reach Pandora's box. There is still time to save Athens. You must bring the box back to my city and use it to kill Ares.
Kill Ares and become the new God of War. God of War is an epic game. If you are into Greek mythology and violent video games, the title is for you. And while I haven't touched a God of War title in a long time, making this video has really motivated me to play some of the newer titles of this franchise. But before I can do that, we have a Kratos Funko Pop to review. So stick around and let's get into it. Alright guys, so that's that done. Let's look at the box to start off with. We have a pretty nice box in this one. If we look at the back here, there's only one Funko Pop in this range, and it's got some really nice art in the back here. I really enjoyed. Really nice box. And there's the art for Kratos there. Now, this guy is a badass. Kratos is a badass, guys. He's an absolute badass, and I can't wait to get inside and have a look at this one. So let's get into it. Right guys, here we have Kratos outside the box, and let's take a look at the features on this one. Now this guy is like a normal human pop, but this one I do like. I like the colors of this one, I like all the details they put in this one. If we look at the left here, you can see this like scar in the eye there, and you actually see that's been carved into the actual mold itself. So yeah, you can actually feel that deep sort of cut in the eye. On the right hand side we do have this tattoo. He does get tattooed. It's sort of like a homage to his brother. I believe his brother had a birthmark, so he gets this tattooed on him to remember his brother, I think. So it runs down the body, all down here as well, at the back and on the arm as well. We have this sort of epic goatee going on there around the mouth. Alright, so let's move on down the body now. We have a scar in the stomach there. Once again, that's pretty deep. That's been actually sculpted into the actual piece. Also, if you can see around the belt, there's a lot of text from the belt there. You know, and the awesome like robes that have been torn and worn out, if that makes sense. And you got some little symbols there as well, some really Greek looking ancient sort of like artistic symbols. Or like swirls, I don't know what you want to call it. You can see his feet there. He's got some sandals and he's got some greaves on the feet there too. Now let's take a look at the blades here. These are the blades of chaos. Now to me they're kind of small. Like I know the Funko Pops have been sort of like dwarfed down, but these ones look pretty. I don't know. I don't really like the size of the weapons. I reckon they could have made a bit more bigger because those blades are pretty big. There's little daggers. Doesn't really resemble the actual weapons. I'm not complaining about it. I'm simply just saying it's out of scale. And we do have some chains there, so they're chained to his arms. Another thing I would have liked to see with the blades, something else I will nitpick at, I guess nitpick. If we look at the box here, you can see in the blades there, they're like all lit up and on fire. I reckon if they put that feature in the blades, it would have made it. I reckon that would have been epic if they did that. Yeah, that would have been really cool, but they just went with the normal sort of like gunmetal grey colour, I guess. But all in all, not a bad pop, this one. This one is really epic, you know, I'm not going to complain too much about it. Pretty sure this guy's pretty rare now too. I don't know if you can find him quite easily anymore, but yeah, so let's move on to the head test and the stand-up test. Alright, so for the head test we have full articulation there, 360, so you can pose him outside the box if you wish. And the stand-up test, he has perfectly nice wide feet there for nice balance. Got some good structure there, so he will stand up outside the box if you want to put him outside the box. So yeah, this pop is really good, so we're going to move on to my rating now and see how this guy fares. Alright boys and ladies, everyone should know how to do my Funko Pop reviews by now. If you are a newcomer, I'll explain this very quickly before we get onto this. I mark this rating out of 2 parts of 5, and then out of those 2 parts of 5, I equal those 2 parts of 5 out of 10. And I go on my first score being how the Funko Pop turned out from the box, and I look for any defects. And my second score is how Funko, the company, went about designing this Funko Pop for the franchise. In today's case, it's God of War. Right, so when it comes to the Funko Pop's quality, like you see some paint missing on the chains and stuff, and you can actually see the actual base color underneath some of the sprays. But you know, I'm not too fussed in that, but I do mark the poise down a little bit on that sort of stuff. But not about pop all in all, guys. This one turned out right from the box. Right, for that score, I'm gonna give that a 4. It's a decent pop, guys. There's nothing really that wrong with it. There's just a bit of paint missing. That's pretty much it, really. Right, so we're gonna take this guy outside for some pans, and then we're gonna do a bit of recap on how I thought Funko went about designing this pop. And we'll get to the final score. Alright, so we have a decent pop here. For a generic human pop, this one is actually really good. I like the tattoos, I like the scars in the face and the stomach, and the colors go really well. That pale skin with the red, really top stuff. Epic character from the game. One thing I forgot to talk about was the muscles. There was actually some really good muscle definition in the actual body as well. The only letdown for me is those weapons. The weapons weren't the best. I reckon if they put that fire effect in there, it would have been really good. And the size was a bit out of scale for me, even for a Funko Pop. So yeah guys, not too bad on that score there. I'm going to give that a 4 as well. So the total score for this guy today will be an 8 out of 10. So not too bad, not too bad. Great character, great game, and not a bad Funko Pop. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for me for this weekend. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like if you wish. It helps me out a lot. If you guys are interested in subscribing, go check the channel out first. I do things like trading cards, collectibles, that's my thing, that's my jam, and that's what I do. So you might like or dislike the channel. I suggest checking it out first before you subscribe. But anyway guys, that's going to be it for me today. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend and have a great week ahead. And for all you collectors out there, keep on collecting, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, Cliff, signing out.